First dates are all about making positive first impressions.
They're most likely judging us on the basis of our behavior.
Nobody wants to waste time and money on a bad fit, so both parties are processing whatever data they can glean in that first hour or two together. And Mr. Manners, Thomas Farley, says on first dates that usually means food.
The good majority of first dates are happening over some sort of nourishment.
But a study conducted by one poll for snack maker FarmRich found that first impression food habits can be a second date deal breaker.
A lot of people have big pet peeves when it comes to other people's eating habits.
We're running down the top date-ending food habits to avoid. At 68%, the number one offender from the study was talking with your mouth full.
Not talking while your mouth still has food in it is perhaps one of the earliest table etiquette mantras that any young child learns.
And it's compounded on a first date when the other person's feeling pressure to, look at you.
People do not enjoy seeing your partially chewed chicken parm that you just ate as they're trying to hang on to your every word.
This faux pas can arise from nervousness that makes you want to fill any gaps in conversation. But take a break and let the other person talk so you can eat too.
Simply take smaller bites and ensure that there's a conversation going on. It's not a monologue where you feel that you need to simultaneously eat and speak.
Even if you're not talking, you still might get dinged for the second most annoying food habit, chewing loudly at 64%.
Very loud chewing or smacking of one's lips, it's simply not a pleasant sound. And it's a really easy thing to mitigate by simply taking smaller bites and keeping your mouth closed.
And if you're being totally polite and it's still a problem, it might not be on you.
There are certain individuals who have a disorder called misophonia, where certain sounds are so grating that it absolutely drives them really angry.
Okay, this next one seems pretty similar to the first two, but 63% of respondents cited open mouth chewing as a deal breaker. And yeah, I'm on board with that.
Remember, this is a first date, and although this may be the way that you happen to enjoy a meal, save that for maybe date number 2, 3, or 4. But remember, stay on your best behavior, particularly on this first date, if you want to make sure that there's a second one.
Remember, early dates are about lulling them into a sense of complacency so you can spring your annoying habits on them once they're invested. Finally, respondents said hamburgers or pizza are the safest foods for a first date.
But I actually think that a hamburger and a slice of pizza do come with their own potential pitfalls.
Pizza has cheese hazards, they can both be pretty greasy, and unless you can unhinge your jaw,
you gotta open your mouth really wide to get that burger in.
A better option?
I'd actually suggest some sort of pasta, not spaghetti, but something like a penne, where it's quite easy with a fork to look very neat and have no dribble on your face while doing so.
Avoiding first date food foibles is at the top of the list.